as we move on, the next is this 2025 rehoming auction and swap meets. So 2 new things this year that are pretty awesome. We're going to have 2 of these events. Typically, we've done 1, but they've been extremely popular. So the first one is going to be Saturday, May 17th, and the second one is June 7th. So the one in May will be in Castle Rock, actually at my home, and the one in June, these are both Saturdays, on June 7th will be up north in North Glen at the Grumpy Gills location. We also are doing something new this year where it is an auction plus a swap meet. So if you've got gear laying around that you would like to get rid of, or you want to save some money and look for some used gear, folks are able to pay $20 and get a spot where they can put a table. The $20 does not get you a table. If you have a table, you want to bring that table with you. And yeah, so that's what that is. So that'll be really awesome. We definitely need volunteers. We always need people that are runners and for general help. So if you're able to do that kind of thing, please show up, or don't show up for sure, but reach out. You can reach out to me. My contact information is on the website, or you can hit me up on Facebook. Either way is totally cool. If you are selling a fish, the fish do need to be in bags. If you're not able to put them in bags yourself because you don't have them, etc., we do offer the service where the club will put them in the bags for you and use the oxygen and everything. But there is a charge for that. It's $5 a bag. So once you sell the fish, this is our single fundraiser for the year. And we ask that folks donate 50% of the sale to the Koi Club. And then, if you took up the $5 bagging fee, then we'll take that $5 out of your portion of the 50% and get you the money for the rest. If you have fish and you don't know how to get them out of your pond, please reach out to us. A lot of times we can help with that. And it seems like every year somebody's closing down their pond and they just donate all the fish to us, which is great because that really helps us. But yeah, if you have any questions on that, please let us know. At the auction, we will be able to accept credit cards or cash. We prefer not to do check, but we'll do those other 2. As you bag fish, we auction a bag at a time. So if you have 3 fish in a bag that you brought, we will auction all 3 at one time. Typically, we have 1 fish per bag, which is actually a little safer typically for the fish. So do that. What else? So if you are going to register to be a bidder, or if you're selling fish, we take care of that ideally between 9 and 10. So people bring their fish. If you just want to buy, or if you're going to sell and buy, whatever, you need a bidder number. It's $5 to get a bidder number. And the auction is awesome. So again, with the, just like with the grow out, I think it's very advisable for people to walk around during, as we're putting all these fish out for people to look at. Every bag will have a number on it. Make a list of the fish that you're interested in. And then as those things come up, you'll be able to bid and hopefully get the fish that you want. So, Rochelle, I mean, there's so much to talk about on this particular event. What are your thoughts that you want to share with folks?
I would say one of the biggest things is that this year we are doing 2 events. That makes it really easy for folks who maybe don't have a lot of real estate and want to get some more fish. You could always bring fish that you're looking to get rid of to the first auction, maybe find a fish or 2 there. And then if not, we have another auction just a couple weeks later. So really gives you an opportunity to make space, twice the opportunity to find fish, alongside at one of the locations being at Grumpy Gills. So he has plenty of fish there. So if you're interested in that. Equipment, I would say the same thing. It's timed right just after we starting up all of our ponds. So if you are in need of additional equipment, it's a great place to come and find. I know Chris has gotten some amazing equipment last year for a very good deal. And I did myself too, not necessarily equipment, but even
Hmm.
pond underlayment. So people bring anything and everything, and it's a good opportunity. I think the timing is right. Um, in addition to that, quarantining
Good point.
these fish, any fish that you buy from anywhere, I would highly suggest quarantining. Which, if you need help with that and you're not too sure how to set anything like that up, feel free to reach out to anybody on the board. We'll happily go through, help you figure out what you need, what to do, and make sure your fish are
Yeah,
taken care of. So,
great points. I'll also say, um, sometimes we get fish that are super high quality at these auctions.
mhm,
Some I know were at our rehoming auction event, and all of a sudden, and then they show up at the shows. And I think at least one, maybe more, won an award this year that come up there. I think the majority of the fish are not that, but they're different varieties. Some of them are your garden variety koi, but what's really cool too is you got a pond, and it's really neat to have like a really big fish just kind of cruising through that pond. This is a great way to get
mhm,
a big fish that's not a ton of money. If you're looking for something that's specifically that's more of a garden variety, or just like fish that speaks to you, that looks cool. Lots of fish of varying sizes, but I think if I remember when I started my pond, I didn't know anything about anything, but I knew I wanted some big fish, and you don't know when you're first starting out, so you don't want to spend thousands of dollars. And so, maybe you could pick up a fish for $40 or something. You just never know what
mhm.
you're going to find at these auctions, and they're a lot of fun. Everybody seems to really enjoy themselves. So the picture on this slide is from an auction a couple of years ago. My home, we have it's in the shade. We lay out a tarp, we lay out the fish. All the bags have numbers on them. You can walk around, and then we've got our auctioneer talking about what you're bidding on. So anyway, I love the auctions. I've always loved fish auctions, not even just koi auctions. Any fish auction, I just like going to. Maybe I'm,
Yeah, which that's a good thing to bring up. It's not solely for koi. If you have goldfish, you're welcome to
yeah,
bring them as well. Every time I've been there, there has been that particular person who is looking for
yeah,
goldfish. So I know last year I took my goldfish, and that brings me to another thing. I have a hard time letting go of any of my fish. It doesn't matter if they're show quality or it looks like you just picked it up off the floor at Petco. If I have it, I love it. Um, and sometimes I love something else a little bit more and I have to get rid of one. And I get kind of emotional about that. So, one awesome thing about if you have fish that you need to get rid of, but you don't necessarily want to, but you need to, doing it through the auction is super cool because the majority of these folks are from the club. You run into them multiple times throughout the year. And the ability to ask them, well, how's my fish doing? How's it doing? How's it going? It's really nice to hear that they're doing well, or you know, maybe they didn't. I don't know, but I know for me personally that I've enjoyed being able to catch up on how a fish that I didn't want to get rid of but did get rid of is doing it. That's always nice.
yeah. That's kind of, social aspect of the club is a big benefit.
Yeah.
Like-minded people, they're at least common interests, and you know we're all learning all the time. Nobody has this dialed in and completely figured out, even though you might think that they do. um,
Yeah.
we don't. We've all lost fish. We've all done every stepped in every mistake that you could think of, maybe more than once. And so don't be afraid to come out and ask questions, because there's always somebody that knows something about it. And if they don't know, then they know somebody who knows something about it. So that's a really good thing. So anyway, so we hope to see you guys
Yeah.
there at these events. And if you're not a member of the club, please join. Lots of events and things and special areas of the website with special content that is available just to members. The auction rehoming event is open to everyone, not just members. I think I forgot to mention that. It's pretty important. Anybody can come to these things. Bring your friends. They're actually quite a good time. So I think that's it. So any parting thoughts, Michelle?
I think just to touch base on both of these events, if you're not looking to get a fish, whether it be a grow out or rehoming an auction fish, I would come just for the social aspect. All of our members are super awesome. Whenever anybody asks me what my favorite thing about the hobby is, my answer is always the people. I have met so many wonderful people, whether it's people I got to help out from my experiences or people and their experiences helping me out. There's just so much to learn from each other alone, let alone just enjoying each other's time. So I would just suggest and encourage you to come on by, even if you're not looking. It's well worth the
Yeah,
time to me.
absolutely. Okay, great. All right. Thanks, everybody. Hope to see you there.
All right, bye.